Hi guys, my name is Nonima Dikela. Welcome to my YouTube channel. So today I want us to talk about Senzo Meyiwa case. And today we are talking about something that was posted on social media, Facebook to be specific, by Kenneth Khopane Lebu. He says there, Senzo Meyiwa trial, a game of chess. I agree with him, but I did not read this one. I want to read it through with you guys and get shocked with what he's saying. I am fully trusting him because he's always on point when he is putting his pen down. Anyway, before we do that, guys, please make sure that you do not forget to like, to share, to comment. And most importantly, please make sure that you are subscribed on the channel. Please make sure you are watching the videos up until the end and you are watching the ads that are coming through. When you are doing that, you are supporting the channel financially and in numbers. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. Guys, please make sure you understand engagement is key on the social media spaces. Now, here is what Obakeng, sorry, not Obakeng, Olibukeng Lebza Kenneth Khopane says. The Senzo Meyiwa trial, a game of chess. The hidden pieces. Longwetwala is like a rook stuck in the corner, powerful but unmoved. His silence is not random. It feels deliberate. Kelly Kumar, a queen with potential to shift the board, is curiously absent from the witness list. The investigator's bishop in white robes cut through diagonals, but often bypass key squares, mid-game tactics. The prosecution advances witnesses that fit a certain narrative, defending their position while trying not to overextend. The defense retaliates, testing gaps in evidence and eyeing an absent moment like cross-examination, contradictions, or forcing disclosure of withheld documents. When he says Longwetwala is like a rook, stuck in the corner, powerful but unmoved, his silence is not random, it feels deliberate. I'm thinking Ulongwetwala, given an opportunity to come clean, I think he can come clean. However, if there are threats and there's a lot to lose if he comes clean, then he can't. He's also saving himself. If there is someone who is like pointing something at him, then he is also scared to even. But then again, there were allegations that he did talk and said whatever that he said. Do you understand? And then when he says Kelly Kumalo, a queen with the potential to shift the board, is curiously absent from the witness list. I understand why they won't call her, because you can't make her a witness, but you are also calling her a mastermind. You need to choose one game. Which one are you choosing? So they had to make a choice here. They had to make a choice here because indeed she has a very big potential to shift the boards, be it for the better or for the worst, depending on who's going to be feeling it's for the worst for them, the state or the defense. Do you understand? And then I would say the end game still looms. As a public interest surges like a clock ticking down, it's unclear whether the trial will end in one, checkmate with truth cutting through deception, a draw with doubt clouding every conclusion, or an upset where a supposed pawn delivers the final blow, spectators and pressure. And then there's us, the nation, observing this strategic dance with a hawk's eye. In chess, timing is everything. In justice, truth is. More than a courtroom battle, the Senzo Meyiwa trial has become a deeply symbolic confrontation where justice, truth, and power maneuver like chess pieces across the board of public scrutiny. And we are not keeping quiet. The podcasters, the YouTubers, the TikTokers, the X, formerly known as Twitter, Facebook, everywhere the entire case is discussed and we are saying what we want to say. No one is going to stop us. No one is going to stand on our way. We are saying what we want to say. Judge Rata even calls us Abondaba, Maevetan. And then, more than a courtroom battle, the Senzo Meyiwa trial has become a deeply symbolic confrontation where justice, truth, and power maneuver like chess pieces across the board of the public scrutiny. The case is no longer just about one man's tragic death. It's about how evidence is chosen, who gets silenced, and whether those orchestrating the game are truly seeking justice or protecting their own kings. The Senzo Meyiwa trial is a game of chess, the case of Longwe Twala. The board is set, the scene of the crime scene. The scene of the crime, sorry. On 26 October 2014, the pieces were positioned, 7 people in the house, a gunshot, and a national outcry. Each person in that room represents a strategic piece, some moving openly, others staying in the shadows. Longwe Twala, the silent rook. In chess, a rook is a powerful but often kept back until the timing is right. Longwe, present at the scene, has remained off the official board, whether by protection or strategy. The state has chosen not to move this piece yet. Will there be a time where the state is choosing anything? They are done with their case. I don't know. The state, playing white, making calculated moves. Indeed, they are calculative. The state initiates shaping the flow by not calling Longwe. They may be shielding vulnerabilities or avoiding a clash that could expose contradictions in their position. Like a cautious player, they advance only what serves their end game. Sorry, the defense, counterattack, and provocation. The defense, like black pieces on the board, reacts and probes weaknesses. They've questioned the absence of key witnesses like Longwe, attempting to bait the state into overextension or force their hand into revealing the logic of their strategy. I agree, they have tried, but they did not win on this one. When it comes to Baloyi, he's a very strong opponent, very strong one. Public opinion, unseen audience, spectators to the match. The public are analyzing every move, asking why key pieces aren't being played and who benefits from their omission. Their pressure can reshape the board, influencing the tempo of the trial. Sitting up, we are not backing down. We want to know what really happened, because what we have seen is not what really happened. It's not playing out what really happened. Checkmate or stalemate. If Longwe is never called and doubt lingers, we risk a legal stalemate, a trial without resolution. But if the right move is made, the truth may check the powerful and restore faith in justice. Closing reflection. Just like in chess, the outcome of this trial hinges on not only on power, but on timing, foresight, and boldness. The question remains, will justice emerge victorious, or will hesitation and hidden hands paralyze the final moves? Until the last piece falls, the game is still on. This piece was written by Olibogeng Lebza, Kenneth Khopane. It's there on Facebook on the Senzo Meyiwa Murder Trial group. Ne? You will find it there. This guy is good when it comes to writing pieces. He is very, very good. Love his work. I appreciate his work. It's very good. But for me, in a nutshell, I think where we are, we have reached a stage whereby Zizokhala, should Judge Rota decide to find the guys guilty, that will be a disaster for our justice system. That will be a disaster. That judgment will be a disaster. But if he doesn't, that judgment will help shape whatever he does. It's going to shape the judiciary of South Africa for the better or for the worst. Those are the two things that are going to happen with any decision that Richard Rata brings. That's what I think happens. Someone commented and said, wow, I am awestruck. The power of the divine prevails. It will be checkmate. Unrighteousness is always taken down. Divine timing, the battle goes on. Omunye ati, I see only how state vehemently oppose the calling of the people inside the house that 99% of people want to listen to. Wow, respect my brother. Thank you. Okay, wow, what an analysis. Profound. You nailed it. Exactly. These people, I agree with them. This guy is good when it comes to these things. So we are going to see what's going to happen actually in this case, because it will indeed shape our judiciary one way or the other, whether for the worst or for the best. Everything is up to Judge Rata. Is he going to make the country or break the country? Is the question at hand. What are your thoughts when it comes to these guys? Do you think that this guy is onto something? Ulebu is onto something? Do you think that the defense is going to win this one? It's in their bag due to everything that we have heard, the contradictions. Again, if we are having a brigadier that feels good, 2% is enough for someone to be here, that's how they think. I don't know whether the brigadier is forcing the issue, but he knows the truth. No, when I say the truth, when it comes to the DNA, he knows how the DNA goes. But if he doesn't, wow, there's nothing that we can do for someone who says 2% is enough to say you were present and that way. There's absolutely nothing. Zero. There's nothing we can do for such a person, guys. Forget it. Kohlwane. Anyway, let's talk with comment section. I want to hear your views. Thank you so much. Enjoy your day. Bye-bye.